Howdy, welcome back to SlydeBytes. I'm a little rusty. So anyway, if you're not familiar with the channel, this is SlydeBytes, a budget guitar and gear review channel. This is all the gear you see on the channel is my own or my wife's or gifts from family and friends. No one else has provided me gear. This is all just my own stuff. So what you're going to get is my honest opinion on what I think about these things. So anyway, you're in the future office studio that we're setting up for SlydeBytes here, but yeah, so bear with me as we're getting this area prepped. And yeah, so I bought this guitar over a year ago with the subject of today's review, and I've been meaning to review it, but just like the Jackson, just bass I talked about before, stuff just keeps popping up and I just keep forgetting about it and getting distracted, so I figured, you know what, let's go ahead and sit down. I'm rusty on acoustic. I haven't played this thing since my grandmother's funeral. It's the purple guitar strap. I played this for her funeral. I played a little bit of Elvis's Let Me Tender. And yeah, I played that for her funeral. Rest in peace, Grandma. Purple was her favorite color, and Elvis was her favorite musician. So anyway, so figured it was time to get this back out, start playing it. Strings are new, but I am gonna just say up front, I am having a little bit of troubles to keeping this in tune. I don't know if it's because I've switched it from rooms or what, but it does seem to be fighting me a little bit. So pardon that, please. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. So this is a $160 Fender. Again, that's kind of, I'll show you, Fender's written a little differently on there. I don't know if that's just normal on all Fender acoustic guitars or not, but it says designed in the USA, but yes, it is crafted in China. This is the FA135CE in black. I got it for $160 from Guitar Center, which right now, as of the beginning of October, that is what this is on sale again for right now as of filming. I don't know if that's what it's going to be by the time this drops. The regular price is $249.99. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the specs on this guitar a little bit. So again, this is the FA135CE. We are in double drop D, and we are playing through the Fender Acoustic-Sonic 40 amplifier back there, and of course I'm wearing my trusty Fender ball cap, so keeping it all Fender today. That is my preferred Fender preferred Acoustic-Electric guitar amp, and of course we played with and without amplification. This does have a Fishman preamp in it, so I turn on the tuner and we can cancel off my feed to the amp, or I turn the tuner back off. So tuning the tuner on. Turning the tuner on turns off the feed to the amp, and with the tuner off, we now have sound back to the amp. So this is a Nyoto neck, and Nyoto, I think is how it said. I could be wrong about it. It is finished and glossy. Not my favorite way of doing things. I usually like more of an unfinished or satin finished kind of neck. But that's not bad. I can live with it. I'm not really shredding on Acoustic-Electric typically, although this is a concert style body, so it's smaller, thinner, lighter, and easier to get close to the body and good for easier to get some of the, or it sounds, I think it's a little better for finger picking because it gets a little bit of a better attack sound out of my fingers, I feel like. And this is cool because I usually play a Washburn WD-12 SCE, something like that. And if I'm remembering that designation correctly off the top of my head, I played that guitar for a long time, gigged out with it and everything. That's a great acoustic-electric guitar. This is a nice alternative to have, different sound. Again, this is a Nyoto body, back and sides are laminated basswood, which is kind of a brighter sounding tone wood. And the top is laminated spruce, X bracing in there, so that's all. It is a bright and punchy guitar, I will give it that. So yeah, my wife and I got this guitar because she wanted to learn to do some Pearl Jam stuff, and the amp is nice for that too because we can both plug into this same amplifier and be playing acoustic-electric, or we can just play side by side. The size is nice and comfortable for her. I like the size too. The neck is considered a thin C, which I think is fairly accurate. I think it's a little bit thicker than what I'm with like my Washburn, but it's comfortable. No issue recording or you know, trying to play a little bit more of the faster stuff on it. Feels pretty good. I do think, in general, it's a comfortable guitar and it plays nice. The binding's really good. This is actually way cleaner than the ESP's binding. It is double binding, or double bound. Wow, can't talk. Double bound. The battery input on here is just a quick, you know, pull in and pull out. Just the battery just flops it out. You just flip the thing open and out. Pop a new one in, move on. No connecting or anything like that. Very simple Fishman preamp. It is the Ion T preamp. It is, you know, just a treble knob, a bass knob, and a volume knob, and a tuner control, which the tuner is on. So yeah. And rosewood neck, which is, rosewood fretboard, 20 frets, 25.3 inch scale length, a dual action truss rod on here. It is, you got your standard pearloid dots. I think this is a rosewood bridge as well. Very pretty guitar, I gotta say. It's got this nice, it's just something to me that's just very classy about black acoustic guitars like this, and with the double bound body, with the white binding on here, I just think it looks really classy. It does have a little pick guard on there. It's kind of hard, I don't know if you can see that very well, but I'm trying to show it on there. There's a pick guard. And these white pins are just, I don't know, just everything sets off very nice. Fender, I love their acoustic guitars. I love all their guitars, but I really do like this one. There is a little bit of fret sprout. It's not too bad. I don't notice it too much while playing, but if you run your fingers down, it is a little, you know, it's a little scratchy, but not bad. You're not going to get cut on it. It is a plastic nut on there, standard unbranded tuners. You know, again, this is a made in China guitar. It's $160 again. So it's on sale right now. Again, it's as of the beginning of this month, but regular price is $250. Not a bad price. I do think it's, if you can get it for the $160 brand new, I think that's a really good deal. Does seem to struggle a little bit with tuning. Again, last time I played out was a very hot funeral. It's very hot out. And it was kind of struggling there, but when it gets adjusted to a room, it's okay. But I just took it out of my wife's office to play with today, and it does seem to be struggling a little bit with that. So bear that in mind. If you're going to gig out with this thing or try to gig out with it, you need to give it some time to adjust, I think, and it does better. We are in double drum D, which is my preferred kind of like tuning for these types of things, because I really like to do a lot of the ambient and kind of darker sounding stuff. And in general, I think this is a great feeling, great playing guitar. I do wish the tuning was a little bit more stable, but in general, it's not bad. 20 frets, I don't know if I said that, but it's plenty, and this cutaway is nice and generous, body is nice and tight. So my thumb is about right here. It's not too hard to get up there and play if you're going to do that. I usually don't do that on an acoustic guitar, but hey, there's a really good guitarist out there that can do that. I'm not one of them, and I don't claim to be. So yeah, I think it sounds pretty good acoustically. So we'll just play a little bit here without the amp one. Sounds pretty good acoustic, only in, you know, through the amp here. Let me reverb down a little bit. Use that treble just a hair. think it sounds really good. It plays really great. I think this is a good transitional guitar for someone who is going from electric guitar to acoustic, or for someone who's smaller in stature, smaller size. I think it's very comfortable, or for finger pickers, because it's got a nice bright attack to it. And for me, it's just something different from what I'm used to with my little bit bigger WD-12 SEE Washburn, which is my, I've gigged out a lot with that guitar. It's a great guitar. And this is something a little different. It was a good combined thing that my wife and I both wanted to have and play around with, and I'm glad we got it. Student's ability does struggle a little bit, again, with changes in area, but once you get it adjusted and everything, it seems to stay in tune pretty well from my experience. So yeah, I'm glad I'm getting past the whole, I'm getting past the funeral vibes a little bit and getting back to playing this thing some more. It's got a neat sound. I think it's very, very comfortable, and I really do want to say, I think if you can get for $160, it's definitely worth $160. Again, with the Fishman preamp and everything, it's very good sounding. It sounds like a quality instrument. There's a little bit of frets up, but not bad. The worst part is that tuning theme, which again, if you're going to gig out with it, that's going to be an issue. If you're playing it at home and everything, let it adjust. Or if you are going to gig out with it, sit it, get there and let it acclimatize to your area that you're going to be playing in for a little bit, and I think it'll be okay. These are Fender light gauge strings. They're new strings. They're not nasty or old or anything like that. They're new strings. So anyway, again, tuners are just basic unbranded tuners. And yeah, not a whole lot else to say about it. It's a pretty simplistic thing, the acoustic guitar, but I definitely enjoy playing it. I don't think there's anything I didn't mention. Purloid rosette, which would be all this right here. This is CE series Purloid rosette, 3mm Purloid dots, dual action truss rod. That is pretty nice. Yeah, it does have an adjustable truss rod down in the sound hole. That is good. Yeah, the aged pins, aged fingerboard with body binding. It is multi-ABS inlays. And the Fishman IoT preamp is pretty handy. I think that's pretty cool. Other than that, it is a gloss finish. It does have the X bracing. It's just a very, a 2-band EQ. It is a very basic but very, very capable little guitar. I think it would be great for those, again, transitioning from electric to acoustic more so, or those who are just needing something smaller. Maybe you're a beginner and all that, or just needing something smaller in general. I think this is a great one, and I do think if you're a finger player, I think it has a great sound for finger playing, which is what I use it a lot for. And I think it just looks classy. The finish is really good on this guitar. I'm really happy with that, and yeah, I do love that it has both strap pins, because that's very, very nice to not have to tie the strap up here or anything like that. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I think that's all there is to say about it. I hope I gave you enough sounds here. It is a great playing guitar, I tell you. I'm not messing up. So anyway, before I get carried away playing again, thank you guys so much for watching SlydeBytes. I appreciate all of you who keep coming back and watching the channel. Thank you so much for helping the channel grow. I will say I recommend this guitar, especially if you can get $160. I think $250 with the tuning issues is a little bit high for it. I'm going to be blunt. I do think at $250, I think there's other acoustic electrics out there that might stay in tune a little better, maybe. But I do like this guitar. I will say, I'm not trying to bash it at $250. I'm just saying I don't think it's a bad price if you bought it at that, but I also think it's probably, anyway, that's all I can really say. But anyway, guys, I do appreciate all of you who come back and watching the channel and helping it grow. It goes a long way to helping this channel if you like and subscribe. If you feel like I've earned it, because I am trying to grow the channel so that we can build a community of people trying to help each other find good budget gear. And yeah, also please check me out on SoundCloud, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Here on the YouTube community page, I'm posting original, music, metal riffs, blues riffs, all kinds of stuff all over the place on SoundCloud, Instagram, and you can catch that all on Facebook and Twitter as well. And here on YouTube, obviously I'm uploading videos, and on the community page I try to do the updates when I can. Otherwise, guys, again, I really appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Keep shredding, partners. I will see you soon for more guitar content. Always something in the works. Later. Bye.